Dear Taurus, as we approach the last Sunday of April, it's essential to recognize that this day is not just another ordinary moment. It serves as a crucial signal from the universe that demands your attention. I'm here not to instill fear, but to awaken you to the profound changes on the horizon regarding your sense of value and stability. Significant transformations are imminent. A gate is about to open, and a cycle will conclude. If you are prepared, your soul may experience a rebirth centered on your true worth. Stay with me throughout this message, as I will guide you through 5 pivotal stages of spiritual awakening that could forever alter your perception of yourself and your security. Particularly, I want to highlight the 3rd stage, where an unexpected individual might enter your life, carrying a message or offering tangible support you've long awaited. To begin, it's crucial to grasp why this Sunday holds such importance for you, dear Taurus. This is not merely a date on the calendar. It's a moment when the universe conveys deep truths about your foundations and self-worth. It's time for you to heed this constructive, universal signal. Some days pass without incident, but beneath the stable surface of the cosmos, a shift is underway, one that resonates with your practical and steadfast soul. This last Sunday of April acts as a bell of awakening, audible only to those who are grounded and attuned. Having practiced tarot and astrology for much of my life, I have observed countless extraordinary phenomena and pivotal moments for the zodiac signs. Yet this time, I sense a powerful vibration rising within your birth chart, signaling a significant awakening related to your intrinsic value and true security. Taurus, you are not merely an observer in this journey. You are among the chosen ones, poised to build a new foundation. In Buddhist philosophy, it is taught that all phenomena arise from conditions and possess no inherent nature. Everything in life emerges from specific causes and is influenced by karma. Nothing comes to you by mere chance, including the burdens you've carried, the persistence you've shown, or the losses that have left your sense of security shaken. These experiences are integral to your inner awakening journey toward recognizing your inherent worth. You have sown sacred seeds of loyalty, patience, and practical care, even if they were not always reciprocated as they deserved. Just as karma operates in the unseen realms, everything you have quietly given through your steadfastness is now returning to you in ways you could never have imagined. Perhaps as tangible stability, deserved recognition, or solid opportunities to build. The universe's warnings are never harsh. They often arrive firmly, like a steady flicker of light in the darkness, visible only to those who are still enough and practical enough to notice. This Sunday is not just another day. It is a karmic gate, a turning point in your personal journey where you can choose to either continue drifting with old patterns and familiar comforts or begin rewriting your destiny on a more solid foundation of self-worth. It's vital that you understand this deeply. You are not being punished. You are being awakened to your true value. Signs manifest through practical opportunities, recurring numbers related to finances or property, and strange coincidences. Always, the universe communicates saying, "My child, you are ready to build true security." For too long, you may have lived for external stability, perhaps sacrificing your inner growth to cling to something familiar that was actually holding you back. You have smiled through stagnation, but from that very persistence, a light has quietly emerged, guiding you toward the greatest opportunity for your soul, the chance to return to your core self and build a life that reflects your true value. This Sunday, an energy gate will open, and the miracle lies not in stepping into a new world, but in viewing the old world through fresh eyes, eyes that have traversed self-doubt, yet chosen to carry the light of solid self-worth. I invite you to remain with me until the end of this message, because the third stage, where an old soul returns in a new form, might provide the missing piece to understanding why you had to endure periods of stagnation or feeling undervalued. You were born with a heart that is loyal and enduring, capable of building and healing the world, starting with your own foundation. You don't need to comprehend everything, simply open yourself to growth and trust that it's no coincidence you are hearing these words. This is a blessing, a manifestation of good karma blossoming just as you are ready to step forward and build a more secure future based on intrinsic worth. If you have ever felt stuck or undervalued, know that you are not alone. We are a community of souls learning to live in awareness of our worth, and you belong here, Taurus. This signal from the universe is not meant to frighten you, but to help you remember your purpose. You came into this world not merely to survive in comfort, but to awaken to your true value, and you are on the brink of entering the most sacred part of that journey. Remember, this signal comes with a promise. What is on the horizon is not coincidental. It is destined, built upon your past persistence. There are occurrences that may seem random, but are, in fact, strikingly precise. Perhaps you see an investment opportunity just as you're contemplating building wealth, or a recurring dream of a solid, beautiful home jolts you awake at night. These signals are not mere coincidences. They are the universe's way of communicating with you. As someone who embodies the energy of Mother Earth, where stability, value, and endurance intertwine, every signal you receive holds a unique layer of meaning related to the tangible world and inner worth. This week, I sense a significant event, truth, or person is gravitating toward you. And it is not by chance. It is destiny. When cards like the Empress or the Hierophant appear for Taurus, they signify a profound unlocking of your innate ability to build, nurture, and connect with enduring values which may have been buried under fear of change, stubbornness, or lack of self-confidence. But remember, the light of true worth never truly disappears. It simply awaits recognition, and that time is now. In Buddhism, there's a concept known as ripened karmic conditions, which means that a seed sown long ago will only bloom when the right conditions are met. Your soul, along with your innate gifts, patience, loyalty, appreciation for beauty, reliability, qualities you might have sometimes perceived as slowness or resistance to change, are in fact rare gifts stemming from the good karma you have cultivated through your steadfast nature. I understand that there are moments when you feel lost, as if you're navigating a path without a solid map. But rest assured, you are being guided. You may not see the universe's tangible hand, but you feel its presence in every intuition about value, every trusting glance from another, and every unshakable gut feeling about what is solid and true. None of these sensations are meaningless. Taurus, you symbolize steadfast faith and reliable presence. Because you carry the energy of stability and practicality, you sometimes find yourself overwhelmed by the fleeting trends or rapid changes of this world. Yet, this very trait also enables you to connect with enduring values, where spirit and substance intertwine with your essence. Let me ask you this. Have you ever dreamed of a safe haven, a solid foundation you've never actually seen, but felt inexplicably drawn to? Have you ever encountered practical advice in a film, book, or from a stranger that resonated so deeply it felt profoundly validating? If so, you are flowing within the current of destiny that the universe has orchestrated. Something significant is approaching you, a tangible opportunity, a collaborative invitation, an event that may seem small but will open a door within you, leading to constructive change. The miracle is that you are ready. You don't need to prepare anything further in terms of external readiness. Your soul has always known this moment would arrive and has been waiting for you to be mature and brave enough to accept your own worth and the abundance it attracts. There's a verse in the Dhammapada that states, "Mind precedes all mental states. Mind is their chief. They are all mind-wrought." From this perspective, you will realize that nothing external can come to you if you haven't first called it forth from a place of grounded intention within. Taurus, you have been calling for this for a long time, from the days you sat quietly, patiently building and cultivating, to the moments you persisted even when recognition was absent. All those actions have sown good karmic seeds, and today the sweet, tangible fruit of your labor is arriving. Trust that every message or opportunity will come at the right time, and you will recognize it not through complex logic, but through a feeling of rightness and solidity within you. Have you ever received guidance through an unexpected opportunity or a practical coincidence? Write it down. I believe that every detail, no matter how small, is a puzzle piece in the grand picture of your destiny toward greater self-worth and security. You are part of something greater than yourself, Taurus. You serve as a linchpin, a builder of solid foundations for both the material and spiritual realms. Therefore, everything that comes your way, whether gentle or challenging, carries a purpose. What is approaching you now is not a coincidence. It is the universe's response to your heartfelt, perhaps unspoken, prayers for true security and authentic value. When you open your heart to receive this, the miracle will begin to unfold. There is someone drawing near, and while not everyone may perceive them, you will feel their reliable presence instantly. This person will likely not bring abstract answers, but rather a frequency, a vibration of stability and practicality, and they may arrive within the next 72 hours. Are you prepared to recognize them? Do you believe that someone can enter your life, not necessarily to remain indefinitely, but to help you unlock a door to greater self-worth or provide tangible support you may have forgotten how to access? I ask you this not out of doubt, but from understanding that your heart has longed for such reliable connections, especially during this energetic period in April. As energies shift around you, the signs become clearer than ever. Perhaps you've encountered someone briefly whose practical presence or stable energy illuminated the depths of your soul, affirming your value and transforming you forever. Pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and consider, has such a moment ever occurred for you? In the next 72 hours, such a person may appear. They might be an old acquaintance bringing stability, a stranger you encounter offering practical advice, or even a simple phrase online reminding you of your inherent worth. Do not underestimate the impact of a soul sent by the universe at just the right time and place with the right grounding energy. From a Buddhist perspective, this is a manifestation of interdependent origination. The meeting of souls is never accidental. It arises from countless overlapping causes and conditions, often crystallized through lifetimes of shared values or paths toward stability. When the conditions align, the souls destined to meet will find each other, even amidst a vast crowd. You need not explain this connection through logic. What binds you to that person transcends language, names, or the duration of your acquaintance. It lies in the vibrations of trust and shared worth that resonate between two souls. When they connect through these steady energetic waves, no words are necessary. All you need to do is be present, open-hearted, and ready to receive the validation or support offered. Taurus, you possess a magical, practical, emotional compass within you. Your intuition about value and security is sharp, like a deep-rooted knowing. You feel what others have yet to articulate about what is truly lasting. You share your stability and love with your entire loyal being. Therefore, it is essential that you are heard, not just by the world, but by yourself, regarding your own worth. Perhaps you have not granted yourself that attention long enough, and now the universe is responding to your heart's deep need for validation. The one bringing the message does not merely carry words, but also offers you an opportunity for self-reflection on your value. It could be a word of practical encouragement, a look of genuine trust, or an anonymous act that stirs a sacred memory of your inherent abundance within you. This person could be an old soul returning, this time to help you build or affirm your worth. They come not to take from you, but to give support, not to hold you back in comfort zones, but to propel you toward the light of your true value. They serve as a mirror, allowing you to see your purest, most valuable self without judgment, fear, or defense. If you are attuned enough, you will realize that this person emerged from the silent prayers of your heart for security and recognition. In the next 3 days, I encourage you to observe with your heart and your practical senses. Let every encounter, whether accidental or intentional, be an opportunity for you to touch the sacredness of your own worth. If someone says something that resonates deeply about stability or value, note it down. If you find yourself encountering the same thought or individual repeatedly, especially concerning security or resources, pay attention. You are stepping into a realm of earned convergence, Taurus. I know you may have faced challenges to your stability or felt undervalued and are accustomed to giving support without always receiving it back in equal measure. However, no one can always be the one providing the foundation without also being touched by the support meant for them. I believe that in the next 72 hours, someone will return that reliability or recognition to you. It might manifest as a grounding presence, a timely listener offering practical advice, or a well-placed word affirming your worth. These seemingly small gestures hold the power to heal wounds related to value that you may not even realize you carry. If you have ever experienced an encounter that transformed you from within, helping you recognize your own value or stability, I encourage you to share it. Your story could resonate with someone today, as this community is not just a space for being heard, but a platform for being seen and validated. Leave a comment, a sign, a message. You might be the one delivering hope and a sense of groundedness to another Taurus soul in need. If after 72 hours you still don't see any clear signs, please don't be disheartened. You may be waiting for a miracle to unfold, but sometimes the greatest miracle is the patience and self-respect you offer yourself. Understand that not all messages arrive in the form you expect. Sometimes silence itself is the greatest lesson the universe imparts, reminding you of your inherent inner strength and stability. Sometimes the messenger doesn't come from outside, but emerges from within you. Perhaps you are the one carrying the message of stability or value for someone else. By embracing groundedness and self-worth toward yourself, you have already spread stabilizing light into the world. Taurus, you are like a steadfast mountain or fertile earth, quiet, yet powerful and enduring. You do not compete, you simply exist and build. Because you have traversed the shadows of self-doubt with an unbroken, persistent heart, you deserve to receive the one who brings the light of recognition and value into your life. This person is coming not necessarily to stay, but perhaps to usher you into a new chapter of true abundance and self-worth. To step into that chapter, however, you must be ready to make a choice that could alter your entire path toward a more solid and authentic foundation. Every journey presents moments where our souls are called to choose, not between right and wrong, but between what truly makes us feel valuable and alive, and what keeps us living as mere shadows within comfortable but potentially limiting security. Taurus, you are at such a crossroads. I have encountered many pivotal moments in my own life, both personally and spiritually. One lesson I've learned, not from books, but from the experience of falling and rising again, is that life only transforms when we make a decision. Not necessarily a perfect decision, but an honest one. Something chosen wholeheartedly, rooted in your core values. You don't need a grand, detailed plan or to know exactly what will happen next. You only need the courage to listen to the voice within, the voice of your core worth. Even if it's a faint whisper you've ignored for years out of fear of disrupting stability, take a moment to hear it. Gently ask yourself, what do I truly want to build? What do I genuinely value? The answer does not lie in logical analysis alone, but in the feeling of peace and solidity you feel when you envision living that life. I'm not suggesting you stop or start anything immediately. Instead, I invite you to delve deeper into your truth. In Buddhism, there is a concept called self-awakening, a form of awareness that arises from personal experience, particularly through experiencing lack or stagnation. I believe the wounds you have endured now offer you a gift, the ability to choose a new foundation. Taurus, you have the right to say no. You have the right to walk away from something that no longer serves your true value, not because it is wrong, but because it is no longer right for you. You do not need to explain, justify, or apologize for prioritizing your self-worth and authentic growth. You deserve to live a life that reflects your soul's truth, a life where you need not hold everything together merely for the sake of external stability, but can breathe freely in honesty and solid internal peace. I know you are accustomed to providing reliability and making others feel secure. You are sensitive to needs and know how to make others feel cherished and stable. But today I urge you to reflect on this. Who is valuing you in the same way you value others? Who is there to remind you that you don't have to sacrifice your own worth to deserve love and recognition? You can begin with something small, a subtle shift in how you respond, a different choice in saying yes or no to requests that drain you, or a small step back to observe yourself with self-compassion and self-respect. There's no rush. Just commit to truth and loyalty to the peaceful, solid feeling in your heart that comes from honoring your value. If you find yourself at a crossroads, write it down. Write as honestly as you can, not for others to comprehend, but for yourself to engage in a dialogue with your soul about your core values. Writing is a sacred act that allows your inner voice to emerge, and sometimes simply allowing that voice to be heard is enough for the universe to respond with supportive energy. Some may not understand you, and perhaps you don't fully grasp yourself yet. But truth does not demand explanation. It only needs to be approached with trust. Trust your intuition, your gut feeling, that bodily sense of rightness. If a path has felt heavy, stagnant, or lacking value for months or even years, it might be time to explore a different one. I cannot promise that the new path will be easy or instantly comfortable, but I assure you it will be the path where you will never have to abandon your self-worth to keep moving forward. And that, dear Taurus, is what matters most. You have the right to live a life that brings you relief and a sense of groundedness, a life that allows you to breathe deeply without the need for pretense or striving for external validation. This new life begins right where you are when you choose honesty about your values, even if just for a moment. Do you know others like yourself? Those who carry the energy of stability, practicality, and loyalty? When they choose to live authentically according to their true values, they don't just transform themselves, they change the entire energetic landscape around them. They become steady beacons that quietly illuminate the faith and stability of others. Thus, your choice is not insignificant. It is a sacred act, a gentle yet powerful declaration to the universe that you are ready to live authentically in your worth, and that you are no longer afraid of the changes needed to build that reality. When you emit that signal of self-valuation, everything will begin to shift. It may not happen overnight, but surely a door to greater, more authentic abundance will open, and you will know you made the right choice. Not because someone praised you, but because you felt peace and solidity within. To choose rightly, you must prepare, not with a detailed plan, but by creating a space, an energy, an internal environment that is calm and stable enough for you to hear the sacred call of your heart's true values. You cannot step into a new chapter of abundance while still residing in the vibrations of stagnation or perceived lack. Let us now transition to the next part, where I will guide you on how to unlock the energy gate waiting for you through small yet powerful grounding actions or rituals. This process begins this Sunday. There are elements that cannot be perceived with the eyes but felt with your entire being. An invisible gate will open this Sunday, not through noise but through the frequency of stability and value. Only those who are still enough, deep enough, and authentic enough to their own worth will recognize it. Taurus, you have journeyed with me through reminders, potential soul rendezvous, and gentle, steady signs from the universe. Now, it's time to pause, not to surrender, but to prepare and ground yourself. Take a moment to reflect on your living space, your emotional environment, and your soul space. Do they reflect the stability and value you truly desire? This energy gate doesn't open through loud actions, but through the quiet ritual of a ready and grounded heart. You don't need a grand altar or lengthy scriptures. All you need is your full presence and intention in every small, practical action. That is the highest form of ritual. I believe that even a cup of tea brewed with a calm mind can shift the entire vibration of a room. A towel folded with care, a corner of your home tidied with intention, or a candle lit with heartfelt desire for abundance can serve as the key to unlocking a sacred door. If you have ever felt chaotic, it may not be due to the complexities of the world around you, but rather a lack of inner stillness and groundedness. In moments of turmoil, we often forget that peace can be cultivated through simple, mindful, grounding actions. When you take the time to engage in these small rituals, you create a sanctuary for your spirit, a space where clarity about your values can emerge from the noise. This Sunday, I invite you to embrace 3 meaningful actions that resonate with your practical heart. First, find a small corner in your home where you can sit with yourself. Clean this space not as a chore, but as a sacred ritual. Each time you tidy up or organize, you are not just arranging your surroundings, you are clearing stagnant energy, making room for new possibilities and greater stability. Second, write down your true desires regarding security, value, and abundance for the next 3 months. Approach this not as a task to complete, but as a conversation with your soul. Use a green or brown pen on a white sheet of paper as if you're sending a letter to your stable, abundant future self. Let your words flow freely, expressing what your heart truly longs for in tangible terms, without judgment or hesitation. Finally, dedicate at least 7 minutes on Sunday morning to simply sit in stillness, feeling the solidity of your body and your connection to the earth. Do nothing and expect nothing. Just allow yourself to feel life flowing through each breath, feeling grounded in your physical presence. If it helps, touch a smooth stone, gaze at a plant, or simply feel your feet on the floor. But remember that the most important aspect is your presence. Be fully there in that moment, allowing yourself to simply exist in solid reality. These ritualistic acts are not about becoming more mystical. They are about reconnecting with the sacredness that already resides within you and your connection to the tangible world, affirming your inherent worth. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. This Sunday, regardless of your circumstances, can mark the beginning of a new cycle, a fresh stream of energy, a new chapter defined not by grand gestures, but by meaningful stillness and grounded self-assurance. I cannot walk through that gate for you, but I can stand on the other side and affirm my belief in your ability to do so. When you are ready, you will know it, not because someone else tells you that you are enough, but because you feel it resonating deep within your solid core. What truly matters is not how perfectly prepared you feel, but whether you are willing to step through the gate that is opening before you. This invisible threshold represents a gentle invitation to embrace transformation toward your true worth and authentic stability. The question is, are you ready to respond to the universe with one small, yet sacred and grounding action? It's time to stop searching externally for. Acknowledge that you have always known the answers about your true value deep within you. The universe does not send signs to test you. It sends them to remind you of your inherent worth. Do not ignore this gentle, yet firm signal from the universe this last Sunday of April. It is not a threat. It is a soft, steady call to your heart, a reminder of your journey and the growth in strength and resilience you have achieved. Can you hear it? The call may be quiet, but it resonates deeply, like a steady drumbeat in your chest. You have come too far to turn back now. You have endured so much, perhaps periods of stagnation or feeling undervalued, and it is time to recognize your enduring strength and resilience. This is not just a personal milestone, it is a sign of the awakening to your true value that has long been waiting within you. As you stand before this invisible gate, remember that no one is pushing you forward, nor is anyone holding you back. It is solely you and your choice. I cannot walk through that door with you, but I can provide you with the key. That key lies not in any elaborate ritual, but in your courage to acknowledge your truth and your inherent worth. You have the right to stop chasing false security, the right to cease pleasing others at the expense of your own value, and the right to choose what makes you feel fully alive and genuinely valuable, not merely surviving comfortably, but truly living and building from a place of authentic worth. And right now, at this moment, the gate is opening before you. Your breath carries the vibration of a new chapter, a new foundation. Do you see it? The light is illuminating the cracks in your life, not to expose your flaws, but to heal them with self-worth and acceptance. The question is no longer, am I good enough? But rather, am I ready to believe that I am inherently worthy? If your heart resonates with these words as you read this message, consider sharing it with someone who might need this reminder of their own value and stability. You may not know who they are, but the universe does. Your small action could trigger a profound shift for a soul that feels lost or undervalued. If you are prepared to step into your new chapter of authentic worth, leave a comment beginning with the words, "I'm ready." There's no need for lengthy explanations, just a simple affirmation, a silent promise to yourself to honor your value and build the life you deserve. We, Taurus souls, are not alone. We are a collective flow of grounding energy, and you belong here. You do not need to understand everything. You simply need to trust that you are not lost, and that the universe never presents a gate to a soul that isn't truly ready to step into greater stability and self-worth. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to your heart until the very end. If you seek a blessing for this journey, I wish you courage, groundedness, and an abundance of love and self-worth as you step through into a world where you are the miracle of your own stability and value. Embrace this transformative moment and remember, the universe is always supporting you, guiding you, and celebrating the steady, valuable, and divine light that you are.